Hey guys, M.V.K here. How's everybody doing? It's been a while since I've talked about or given my thoughts on the current DuckTales. But last time I talked about it, I just told you guys one straightforward. I love it. I love it. As a child of the 80s who grew up with the original, this is a great successor and homage to that. And it has truly expanded the universe. And the episode that everybody wanted to see, Let's Get Dangerous, which was a whole special directly towards Darkwing Duck of this, and I thought it was coming out later this year. It's up on YouTube. You could go watch it on Disney Plus or for free. You could just watch it now on the Disney XD channel. If you want, I'll put the link in the description down below. You can watch it there. I don't know how long they're going to keep it up, but it's up there. And yeah, man, let's talk about this episode. So Scrooge and the boys and Launchpad head to St. Canard, and St. Canard looks, like your typical city, but over on top of the, the bridge that, brings you into, you can see Darkwing Duck, like, looking over it. Kind of similar to, like, a Batman. They really was paying homage to the Batman as well. And he's kind of goofy and clumsy at times because it's Drake Mallard, but it's the actor that was playing him in the show, while Negaduck is the original actor who played Darkwing in the older series. And I'm wondering when he's gonna come back. So they go there to look at some experiments done by Taurus Bulba. Taurus Bulba is not like the Taurus Bulba we saw in the original series. He kind of like he was like the kingpin of Darkwing Duck. In this, he's just a scientist, and he seems well mannered. He's very high. He's very high strung, very energized, things like that. And Gosling basically comes in. We get to see this version of Gosling, and she's trying to get dirt on him because she knows Taurus is not that good. It's because of him. Her grandfather's gone. What I loved about that was that they did keep that concept of Gosling's grandfather. We saw him in the original series as well. Her grandfather, and it also tied into Taurus Bulba. So they kept that true. What did I just say? Homage to the original. They kept that. And Darkwing is still like, look, there's not a lot of crime here. Even when they go to his, his headquarters, he has a computer and she monitors like crime, and there's no crime at the time. And Gosling is like, I need your help. We get evidence, and Darkwing got the key to the city thanks to Owlton. Remember Owlton? She's like the mayor of St. Canard now, and she kind of is like, yeah, we don't need masked vigilantes, but it's okay for Darkwing. Or it was weird, but they give him the key to the city, and then the concept of it is Darkwing is like, look, if I don't have any sufficient evidence to prove this, then I can't just go breaking into his and taking him down, which is a lot different than the Darkwing of old. Like Darkwing was like, okay, let's do it. Here he's kind of thinking a little bit, and of course Launchpad also helps out. We are introduced more to the machine that is like a gateway to other universes and things like that Taurus Bulba is using. And after a while, he opens a gateway to the Darkwing Duck universe that is based on the show, and he brings in 4 of Darkwing's enemies: Megavolt, Bushroot, the Liquidator, and Quackerjack. The original actor who voiced Quackerjack comes back to do the voice. I believe that was who did it. I believe, was that Paul Rubin? I think that was I think it was him. Rob Paulson doing the voice. I believe that was him. I could be wrong. But yeah, he does. Bruce Bushroot in this was way different. He just was like a plant that couldn't talk. Like, he made noises, but he didn't talk. And Megavolt talked, and of course the Liquidator. In this, the Liquidator is really like buff. Like, he's like really jacked. Like, he and compared to his 90s counterpart. So, but it was great to see, Darkwing fight them and use their weapons against them. Taurus Bulba is all like, yeah, he's got no superpowers. You can take him, and Drake can fight. Like, Drake can fight. He is a. It was said in the when they first came in that he knew martial arts and stuff. So you see him fighting Taurus Bulba, and he even breaks one of Taurus Bulba's horns. But he fought pretty good. I was like, okay. He kind of is a little klutz at times, but he still can throw down, which is great. But what also is a big key in this episode is the fact that Scrooge and the boys find out that Bradford, one of the members, executives of the board of directors, they find out that they're working for Fowl. It finally comes that they're working for Fowl. So I was like, okay, they finally figured it out. And I think the boys actually found it out first. Which I like that I think it was Huey, or was it Dewey? I think it was Dewey or Huey that found out. He was like, yeah. But they found out that he was working for Fowl, and Scrooge knows now. So, yeah. Taurus Bulba, the gateway that the gateway is shut down thanks to Gosling, because she was still looking for her grandpa, like where he was. She couldn't find him. And I love the fact that I will say this. I love the fact how they portrayed Launchpad in this episode. In this, I'm not really a big fan of the Launchpad in this series, because he comes off too dumb compared to the Launchpad of old. But in this one, he actually felt really compelling. Like, he would cheer up Gosling, when Darkwing and her got into fights, and he would tell her, like, look, Gosling, like, he hasn't slept in days because he wants to find your granddad. You see him talking to Fenton McQuack, Fenton, Gizmo Duck, and things like that. And he's like, that's unacceptable. I gotta find her grandfather, and she starts to realize that he is caring and things like that. Unfortunately, it ends with Bulba going away, but the ending of this opens up the door to a spin-off. And there has been word that they're going to spin off a Darkwing Duck out of this universe. I know they want to expand the universe. We saw Chip and Dale not too long ago. And the way they presented the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers was perfect. Like, they're genetic altered chipmunks and mice that got smart because of the experiment. I was like, okay, that's okay. But I don't think they showed the older Cloud Kicker yet, and Molly from Tailspin, but I'm looking forward to seeing that as well. But I love this episode. It was really well done. You could clearly see the writers and everybody this was just like a big love letter to Darkwing Duck fans. That's basically what it was. It was a complete love letter, and I loved it. I thought it was great. It was so good, and I'll probably watch it again because that's how good it was. It makes me wonder, because it ends. Here's how it ends. It ends with them saying, basically, Darkwing saying to Gosling as Drake, he's like, look, you're gonna need somebody to help you, and would you like to be my partner? And they hug and things like that. And then Launchpad's like, great, and I'll be around too. I'll work for Mr. McD in the daytime. and I'll come here in the nighttime and work with you. It's like, so that you see how they're putting the band together, you know, because in the original Darkwing Duck, Launchpad left Duckburg and you know, and just worked for Darkwing. But he did get a mention that, you know, he did work for Scrooge McDuck, but he never said him by name. Because remember when Gizmo Duck came on the show, he was like, yeah, he worked for the same guy I used to work for. So it's going to be really interesting. I hope they do spin this. That was a sign of a spin-off, and I hope that they do it and introduce some more of the older generation of villains. Because if I'm not mistaken, the villains, Quacker Jack, all of them, they didn't go back to the unit. Did they go back to? I think they did. I could be wrong. So I think they're stuck in this universe now. Another thing that was pretty funny was Launchpad dressing up like Jambalaya Jake, which is hilarious to me. I thought that was funny. So yeah, but overall, this was a great episode. Let's Get Dangerous. I recommend you guys check it out. If you're a fan of the new DuckTales, and you're a fan of Darkwing Duck, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Even the case of them finding out that one of their board of directors are working for foul, you're gonna love it even more. And I love that they did that. I love that they went right into it. Like, no, Scrooge never found out, and it's the boys gotta basically. What I thought was gonna happen was Scrooge was never gonna find out. The boys were gonna tell him, like, look, your board of directors are working for a criminal organization. Like, and he was gonna be like, no, they're not working for them, you know, things like that. No, I'm glad they did that right away. Boom, they got right to the point. Yep. So yeah, this was great. If you did watch this episode, please tell me in the comment section down below, Pack members, what did you think about it? And like I said before, if you missed it, you didn't get to see it, I'll leave the link in the description down below so you can watch it for yourself. And with that being said, this is M.V.K Kid. Peace. One love. Stay tuned. Real. My pack. Your alpha loves you. I'll see you guys next time.